Okay, I'm going to try again. People keep calling me. Gypsy Queens, this is a choreography created for 6 dancers. I'm going to explain it and give a little diagram of our formations, and I'm just going to walk through it and just talk it without the music, and then I'm going to do another video of me dancing it, and you're only going to see the one dancer, but you'll have an idea of after watching this what we're doing. So initially we're going to be using a few formations, and we're starting off with a zigzag formation. Let's say the audience is here at the bottom of the page and we're all facing there. So this is the left part of our stage over to the right, and we're going to be moving in different ways. I'm going to be separating us by groups, which is vertical groups. This is group 1, this is group 2, this is group 3. And so we're going to separate that way, and also by rows, by horizontal rows. So this is row A and row B. And so during the choreography, we're going to be taking turns by going 1, 2, 3, and then all together we're going to be in a line, and then row A and B are going to be swapping places quite a bit. So in the beginning of the choreography, we all come out and then do a little pose to stand in our positions, and then when the phrase starts, it's an 8-count phrase. There's 4 of them, 4 8-count phrases repeated. They've all repeat exactly the same. So group 1 is going to do this 8-count combination and then stay still. Group 2 does the combination, stays still. Group 3 does the combination, stay still, and then all 4 do the combination together. And then on that last one, during the 4th one, that combination, as we're doing the combination, the row A is moving their way back to be in a straight line, and then we're going to do something different there. So I'm going to walk through that part, and then I'll show you what happens next. So when we all come out, where our parasols are closed, and when you come out with your initial pose, be however you feel cool or whatever you want to do. But when we start the dance, when we start those combinations, all of us are going to have the parasol on our right shoulder. And the first combination, I'm going to be calling it a modified diamond step, because we're going to do it a few times in this dance. And it's an 8-count step to make ourselves go around ourselves in a circle, and it looks kind of sassy. So the right foot goes forward, we step on the left, keeping it back, step back with the right foot, step out with the left, pivot turn, stepping on our right foot, pivot turn, stepping on our left, our right foot, and then we end up with a cabaret pose. Okay? So that right foot goes forward, right foot forward, step back, back, left, right, pose. And we're going to practice that a few times at the end of this video. I'm going to break down a couple of the steps that we do. So I'm going to just count it out so you all have another way of thinking of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so put a little personality into it. When you come back to this little section, you can do a little wiggle of the shoulder, a little wiggle of the butt, or a little drop and a wink, something, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you stay still. So each group is doing that. The group to the left, the 2 dancers on the left, that's group 1. They do their 8-count step. The middle group does their 8-count step. The number 3 group does the 8-count step, and now we all do it together. And then this time we're going to be twirling our parasol above us as we do that 8-count modified box step, and the row A moves back during the turning around to get in line, so we're in a horizontal straight line. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we all end up with our parasols here in front of our waists. And now there's a drum section. And it's going to be a domino effect, hip bumps going to the right and then coming back. And so it's 8-8. So it's boom, 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 boom. Well, it's kind of like 6. And then we come back, boom, 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 boom. And now this next phrase, row A, who is now in a straight line, moves forward again. And we're going to be using hip lifts to get there, just turning ourselves around. Bump, 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 bump. Chest up and down. So we're just going right, left, getting ourselves around. It's right, left, right, left, right, left, right, up, down. Okay, I think that's right. I have to hear it, but it's basically that. Now the row B stays right where they are. And then what they're doing while group A, I keep saying we because that's the part of the dancing, while the row A is moving up, they're doing chest angle lifts. So it's right angle, left, right, up, down. And now that last 4 little beats were all together. So up there, when they were going bump, bump, up, down, so is the back row. Right hip, left hip, chest up and down. And with that music, it all ends up we're doing that the same. But while this row was moving like this, the back row is going right, left, right, up, down. Okay? So now we're back into the zigzag formation because row A moved back up into their original positions. And so now we're going to be doing a sunrise step. And it's just, the first one is a half a sunrise. So you're going to tap your parasol here. You go all the way around, imaginary tap because it doesn't reach, over there, all the way around to here, all the way around to here. And then we're going to be traveling. Row A travels to the right. Row B is going to travel to the left. So that when we end like this, the back group is like that. And so we cross each other like this, and it looks real cool. All right, I hope it does. Okay, so the way we're traveling is a grapevine, and it's just a 1-step grapevine. So it's behind, step, and you touch over here and down. To the left, behind, out, touch. Step, behind, step, touch. Step, behind, step, touch. And of course the other row is going the other way first. Step, behind, touch, step, behind, touch, and so forth. Okay, so we do that 4 times. And then on the last one, so it's step, behind, touch, and this is the 4th one. So here we are, and of course the other row is facing the other way, but it's the same move. We're going to do a cross turn, twirling our parasol. So the front, the leg that's out comes crosses the other leg, and we just turn ourselves around. The parasol comes around in a circle, back into that front horizontal hold. So, and we're all in this position. Now row A needs to move to the back, row B needs to move to the front. Row A moves back with just walking back for 4, lifting the parasol. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we want to end up with the parasol in front of us and open. So for the last 4 counts, you make your parasol vertical, sneak your hand in here so that when you come down with hip lifts, so right hip, right hip, open. And now you're ready for that next combination. So we were up front here. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the row that was the row B started off in the back. They're moving up front. And they're going to be using forward hips, right, left, and then they're just lifting their parasol up. So they're going to do the same thing, make it vertical, and get ready to open it up. And keep going with the hips and just lifting this up. 5, 6, 7, 8. So they were in the back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, so row B is now in the front. Row A is in the back. Row A is in the back like this. The front row is like this. And we trade places. So if your umbrella is up and you're going backwards, you keep it up. And then you put it down. If you're in the back, you're coming forward like this. And then you switch. And then you switch. So we're alternating. The ones up are going back, the ones forward are drilling through. Okay, and then we end up, we do that 3 times, I think. So then we end up, the row is here. There's a difference in the music. Da 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 da. And so we need to do a little something here. So this, the front row at this point has their umbrellas down. The back row has their umbrellas up. And so for us to be in the right position, we all bend, and then we switch, switch, switch. And that is evident when we're in a group. Okay, so pretend my hand is the person behind me that has the umbrella lifted up. We all just go bend, switch, switch, switch. You have to do a bend first before we start switching. So that we end up like this. So their umbrellas are down, our umbrellas are up. They spin forward. Then we spin forward. They spin forward. And now there's that last little da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And we all do a cross turn, swinging our parasols down and around, landing on our right shoulder. Okay, and the next thing, we're going to be using a grapevine in a big circle. We're traveling in a big circle. This next musical phrase, again, has 4 sets of 8 count phrases. So there's 8 count phrase and there's 4 repeats. And we're going to be using 3 of them to get into our next position. And our next position is 3 dancers on this side, 3 dancers on that side. These are facing in, these are facing in. So we're looking at each other, and then we're gonna move into another formation in a minute. Alrighty. So we ended da 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 da. Now we're doing our grapevine for 3 sets of 8 counts. Big circle, and then da 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 da. So we do 3 of those, and then we're going to end up, this group gets in a line like this. And then as these last dancers come filing in with their little thing, they of course have to move their parasol to the outside, to this shoulder, because you don't want to be like that. So they're going to be putting it like this so that we all have our whole bodies and everything in line with the audience. Okay, so they're facing like this. This group is facing like this. And for the last set of 8 counts, we're going to be doing a double choo-choo. So it's 1, so I'm just putting my left foot up in the ball of my foot. My left hip goes up, up, back, up, up, lift, 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 lift. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's a breakout in the music, and it's very slinky sounding, and a clarinet and some sort of horn. So, not like that. But anyway, it's very slinky and doesn't have a rhythm. And so we're going to be taking, and we're going to break it into 3 sections, and we're going to be going 2 dancers. So the first 2 dancers, the dancer facing me and this and me, we will da 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 do whatever we want. You can figure out with your partner if you want to do something that's unison, or you can just both slink up somehow. You're going to travel up the center And then you're going to make your way to get into the next formation, which is going to end up being a V. Okay? So I'm going to be on the outer point of that V. She's on the outer point of that V. The next section of the breakout music, same slinky stuff. The next two dancers come together a couple of steps, and then they make their way up. You can twirl, you can do whatever you want, and then you're going to get in line behind her, making that section of the V. And then the last dancers, they were the farthest ones away on the line in the back. They're just going to slink their way forward and do their little do dancing, and then they're going to be the two dancers here. So it's going to look like this formation. Okay? Okay, so we're all in that formation. And then the next section is a toe-toe sit section. And a toe-toe sit's a classic cabaret where it's toe-toe sit. Toe-toe sit. Okay, and we're going to add a little bit on to that. And I'm going to break down that move at the end. I'm just going to show you what it is right now with this. All of us in unison are doing this in that V formation. We're not moving out of it. We just go right, left, drop and kick, wagon wheel, wagon wheel. Left, right, drop and kick, wagon wheel, wagon wheel. Now we're doing something a little different. Right, left, drop and knee, shoulder shimmy, left, right, drop and knee, shoulder shimmy, shoulder shimmy. Now, we're all in, so there's some dancers there on the left side of the stage, some over here on the right. And what this next 8 counts is we're going to be traveling, switching spots, and then end up in our zigzag formation. So depending on where you are, you either walk backwards, walk forwards to begin with, and then we're just going to do 4 little walks, turn, 4 little walk, turn, and then that last 4, it's to spin around and to get into a zigzag position, which is probably not going to be the exact same spots as you started off, but it's still going to be the zigzag so that you have group 1, 2, and 3, because we're going to repeat this first section, okay? So let's say we ended, I was here, and I'm going over there, so it's a sassy walk, just a sassy walk. You can lift it up, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la, and now I'm in my point where I needed to end up, and we're all in a zigzag position. And then that, and of course, the people over there would be walking this way. The people over here would be walking this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn around and plant. Okay? Now, we're in our zigzag position again. And we're going to repeat what we did in the beginning of the dance. So group 1, the first 2 dancers on the left, do the modified box step. Our umbrellas are out. Group 2, group 3, and on the very last one, we just turn, we just spin that around. We stay in our zigzag positions. We don't get in a line. Now we're going to repeat sunrise with an open umbrella. We're going to do it for 4 times. And then we're going to go we're just going to have, I think it's 2 counts of 8. Have to wait for the music. We're going to, it's not as long as the last time when we did our grapevine, but we're just getting to a single file. Okay, so we're just going to do a grapevine to get into a single file row front to back. So we're all behind each other. 1 row going backwards. There are 8 little counts. Da, 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 da. And so there's 6 dancers. The first one, we're all going to stay in our single file, but do something with our parasols that looks cool. So like this person will come forward, and then like another one may come out like this, another one may do something, you know, we're going to do like pop out and then get back in the line. And then one dancer at a time will exit for the last 6 counts. So for 2 counts, we'll do something together. We're going to like pop, pop, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And so like the person in the back, they'll be like that, and they'll go ta-pa. And then this one will go pa-pa. And we'll pop out of the line. And then the song abruptly ends like, it doesn't have, it's the weirdest ending I've ever heard in a song. But with our performance, our show, we're going to have dancers like right there to go, and it's going to be, we're going to play off of it and make it into kind of a joke like they took over. And that'll be another thing for us to discuss. But anyway, so that's how the dance will end. And now I'm going to show you I'm going to break down a couple of those things that we're doing. So let's do that modified diamond again. And we'll do that and run that through a few times so that you feel good about it. So the right foot is forward. Just step on the left in the back. Step back with the right. Out with the left. Right. Left. Right. Pose. Okay. So let's do that again. Front, back, back, left, right, pose. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah. Dun dun da 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 dun dun da 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 da. Okay, so that's good enough for that. I think okay with the grapevine and the toe-toe sit. So the toe-toe sit, if you want to just kind of walk it through without adding the hips or anything, it's just basically step, step, and turn. So I'm stepping with the right, stepping with the left, and stop. Left, right, drop. Right, left, drop. Left, right, drop. Right, left, drop. And that's all you're doing. You're just step, 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 behind, step, 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 behind, step, 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 behind. And now we want to add a hip. You don't even have to go on your toe. You can lift the left hip up, the right hip up, and then drop that right hip. Lift, lift, drop. Lift, lift, drop. Lift, lift, drop. And so when you do the toe-toe sit in its intended form, you're going to be on the ball of your foot so that you can have a lot of change in level when you're changing that position. So I'm on the ball of my foot on this, and you stay on it, and then you do the left. So I right hip up, left hip up, drop. Left, right, drop. Right, left, drop. Left, right, drop. And then we're going to add the kick to that first one. So it's right, left, drop, and kick. Left, right, drop, and kick. Right, left, drop, and kick. Left, right, drop, and kick. Right, left, drop, and kick. And then so of course in the dance we do that twice, and then we change it up. So the second time we go right, left, drop, lift the knee up, drop it. Shoulder shimmy, shoulder shimmy. Left, right, drop, and knee. So I bring my knee up, but my hip still goes down. Shoulder shimmy, shoulder shimmy. Right, left, drop, and knee. Shoulder shimmy, left, right, drop, and knee. Shoulder shimmy, right, left, drop, and knee. Shoulder shimmy, left, right, drop, and knee. Shoulder shimmy. Okay, I think that's all the things that I need to go over with you. So I'm going to do it, the next video will be talking it through with the music.